Hello, everyone. Feel free to skip forward if you do not want to listen to my very exciting story of how I got this tarot deck. And just to be honest, it is not an exciting story. But anyway, my story, this deck, I was interested in it. And every time I saw it on eBay, it looked, it was cool. It was, I like the art in it, but it was always really high on eBay. And I assumed, I assumed it was out of print or something. It looks like you can get it on Etsy. So it's not, I didn't know. Anyway, I didn't know why it was so high. But anyway, you can still get it. So, but I never, I guess I would get distracted or forget. Like I never looked into it because I just didn't think I'd buy it. So, and what's funny, I don't see anyone using it. But I mean, yeah, there's lots of decks that you don't really see people using. But, and then a couple weeks ago, I was watching Stella Wilde. And behind her on her bookshelf was this deck. And I thought, oh, that's funny. Stella has that deck. And it was just like sitting like upright like this by itself. And there was other decks, but there's just a big space around it. And anyway, that was just an observation. But so then a few nights ago, I was on eBay looking around just for what I do for entertainment, and I see this deck. And usually, on your phone, on the app, you click on it and you'll see the price. And I thought, oh, I wonder how much they're asking for it. And it was kind of low, and I thought, I expected to see the place bid button rather than the buy it now button. And anyway, long story short, too late. It had the buy it now button. I thought, well, okay, well, that's weird. I guess that's cool. So, another long story short, I just bought it, whether it was a responsible decision or not. So, here it is. Just an observation here. I'm just kind of baffled at what what this person wrapped this in.
We have the Pulp Tarot. Okay. This is our instruction book.
That's really cool. The color, the red of the cards. Okay, so what we're going to do the strength, or weakness, and advice. Strength, weakness, and advice. What is our strength? What is our weakness? What is our advice? Okay, our strength. What is our strength today? Or, yeah, in general, what is our strength? Okay, part man, part woman, all angel, 1 foot in the water. That is pretty cool. So our strength is temperance, which is, that's nice. That's nice to have. I'll go through major arcana. Okay. Our strength. Okay. Our weakness. What is our weakness? So is this telling us we're resting too much? All right. So our weakness, 4 of Swords. And our advice. Three of Pentacles. Now, I will add, this looks like they're plotting to rob a bank. So I don't think the advice is to rob a bank, or to start smoking, or drink, or acquire a firearm. But yeah, that's interesting. Our advice is to collaborate. Okay, I've been thinking about this, and I read a little bit of the book, and then I realized I haven't, the deck is sitting here, and I haven't looked at the bottom card yet. So our bottom card, okay, Queen of Pentacles. So for grins, I like to read, if I get a new deck, I like to read their take just in case. I don't know, something that sticks out in their description. Temperance is an angel dedicated to the concepts of balance and moderation. Temperance stands half on land and half in the water, half grounded and half in the flow, pouring liquid from one cup to another, always seeking that perfect balance. Temperance is half male and half female, and suggests that all balanced people are as well. The big crown glowing in the distance suggests a spiritual goal, and the golden path leading to it is the higher path. And this one is our weakness. 4 of Swords comes about as close to the notion of contentment as possible in the suit. A woman sleeps soundly in her 4-poster bed. She sleeps soundly because she's got 4 swords around her bed, ready to grab at a moment's notice. As swords represent the mind, we can surmise that the journeyer in the 4 of Swords has her mental ducks in a row, which allow her some measure of security and inner peace. The image over the woman's bed is of a mother and child, which may indicate the source of her contentment. I'm wondering if is it saying we're too comfortable? Is that what that's saying? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's for me. I don't know. Or I could say, oh, it's saying I'm not resting enough. That's what I prefer to interpret. And then the three thieves plan a heist. Pointing to the blueprint is Mr. Big, the brains of the outfit, and the guy financing the job. Top left is the dame, whose job is to distract and seduce. Bottom right is the muscle, whose job is to do what needs to be done. The Three of Pentacles is about cooperation. It takes interdependent skills to make plans work. To make plan work. Whether you're building a cathedral or robbing a bank, the muscle isn't the brains. But Mr. Big cannot enact his plan without the muscle and the dame. We each play our roles on the road to material success. So I was kind of irritated when I got this card because I'm generally I don't like people. I mean, I care about people, but I'm just not very. No, I like people. I'm just not a social person. I'm just not very comfortable in social situations. If I'm the one. If I actually go to a gathering, if I'm invited to one, I'm one of the ones sitting somewhere and not moving and just staying there. The Queen of Pentacles wields her wealth as a shield. Huh. Okay, yeah. Her wealth protects her family, her people, her world. The Queen of Pentacles would expend any amount of capital to protect those dear to her. She's the kind of woman you want in your corner. She's fearsome and authoritative, but the flowers indicate that she has a nurturing touch as well. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure how to interpret the bottom card. I mean, I know people, I think, use the bottom card as, well, see, I didn't think about that. I watch one woman that I think she calls her the bottom card is her overall energy, but I also know some the bottom card is something you're not, you don't notice. So there's something to just be more aware of our financial situation. So don't go on spending sprees. Don't randomly buy tarot decks on eBay, maybe. I don't know. That's too late for me. So, I'm happy with this. This is cool. Oh, okay, I gotta share something weird. I was wanting to read this. Every one of the images in the Pulp Tarot is a collage of sorts, gleaned from hundreds of different sources and manipulated digitally in Photoshop. Most of the central figures on the various cards have been lifted from original pulp sources from my collection, magazines and novels and advertisements, along with the occasional movie poster or serious novel. Some figures have been cobbled together from multiple sources. The gentleman, now this is what I just realized. The Gentleman Explorer and the Two of Wands, for instance. And so when I was reading this off camera, my plan, I thought, oh, okay, well, I want to show this card, of course, as it's describing it. And when I picked this up, I realized the next card, was the Two of Wands. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. For the Two of Wands, for instance, comes from 5 different sources. The head and trunk of the man came from a 20s adventure magazine. Okay. Magazine cover. His trousers from a different image. His boots from still another. And his tiny globe from yet another. Okay. That's cool. His arms and hands are my own. So that's pretty cool too, that he made that. A lot of hands and arms in this deck are my own, like the Six of Pentacles and Judgment. The goal for me is to assemble all these different elements, futz with them until they look like they have been painted by the same hand. Okay, now that's weird. The next card was Three of Wands. So I did shuffle these, but that's really weird. Okay. Well, I think there was a message out of that. So we have a awareness of our spiritual journey here. Four of Swords. I don't know how to interpret that. If we're too comfortable, it's probably that I'm too comfortable for me. But with these general messages, I guess you can interpret those how it works for you and working with others. Go over your budget. Maybe get rid of some subscriptions you're not using. So there's the Pulp Tarot, and I thank you for watching.